Hello, my friends, my sisters, and my brothers. Eddie Marcus here again, and I guess you can call this my daily moment with you, my brothers and my sisters. I'd like to spend a little bit of time, if you don't mind, talking about the law. You know, you've heard it said that no man is above the law, and at the same time it's understood that no man is beneath the law. And you ask yourselves, how can you be protected in something like that? And you know the answer is that there's got to be a special kind of law, a unique kind of law, laws that are not designed by we the people because our personalities are so flexible and all that other stuff you're quite well aware of, but something that is solid and steady and firm, something that can be applicable to every citizen, every human being on the face of the earth. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, when I say this, that you might understand as I have, that the greatest law that there could be is to respect the giver of everything we know, the giver of we ourselves. I mean, there could be no greater law to a canvas and whatever it reflects than that of the painter, the designer. There could be no greater respect for that which is created than the respect that is given to that which created it. And so I would say that the number one law of the human race, probably to everything else, is that we respect our Creator above all. That's spiritual too. You know what I mean? It's spiritual because we can't see that power that is responsible for the oil in the earth, all the minerals of the earth. You know them much better than I do. We can't see that power, but we honor it. We love it. But how do we love it? By knowing that that power is responsible for my being here. You know, each of you saying mine being here, and that means your being here, is responsible for everyone else being here. And if I'm so grateful to that magnificent God, if I'm so grateful for that magnificent invisible power, how better way to show it than by responding to that which it has created, the Spirit has created, as it has me, as I would want in return. So somebody said that do unto others as you'd have others to do unto you. I think that's a pretty good description. Yes, it's all right for me. So I would say that the true laws of life is to honor, respect, love that power that is responsible for all of our existence. And since it's spiritual, the only way we can show one another that we respect that power, that we choose that power, is that we share that same power through our being and our dealings with you. Hey, what else is there? Can there be anything better? If it is, it won't come from us. It'll come from that power that we can't see. And so the troubles of the world that we have today, ladies and gentlemen, is because we don't know that. We haven't been taught that. We haven't seen it in our lifetime. We've never seen it. And it's a wonder, has anybody ever seen it? You know, we'd rather deal with the world and ours and mine and I'm going to get yours and whatever it takes. Doesn't that seem like some ugly stuff compared to what I was just talking to you about? A time when people are so evil and so hungry and so greedy and power hungry that they will take other human beings and cut them up into little pieces because they exposed some of the evil things that they were doing. Who would take them on Fifth Avenue and shoot them down. Who would take them out in the park and put machetes in their hands and cut their heads off. Ain't that something? Wow. What does that sound like in comparison to what I just got through talking to you about? I don't know if you can see this, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to try to show it to you. You see these brushes here? Now this is the 16th of April, 2020. You see this? Now, look, right in the same spot. What do you see? Green trees. Green trees. I asked the Spirit, I said, what can I say that the people can probably understand as being directly from you? And this appeared to me, and I was right in this midst. All of these trees here, you don't see any kind of life in them. They just look at the grass. That's what you see. It represents the societies of the world. It represents where we are. And you can tell from this right here where it's going. But the message that is being sent to you, ladies and gentlemen, through me and others like myself, is to bring you to a knowledge of the life. See the green trees? They in the midst of this. They stand out. They stand out. They really stand out. And I guarantee you, anything that's growing up would rather be over there with that green than this brush here and this hay, or whatever you want to call it. Dried up dead grass, that's what it is. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying to you that yes, this is a political season. And all of you have been brought up to be following these traditional things. And I come before you and say it is time, my friends and my sisters and my brothers, that we stop being traditional, that we start being unique, that we start creating what we want to represent us. And I propose, my friends, that we try something different that we haven't tried, that we don't try our camp. We just go outside of it. Let's all try to do the best that we could possibly do. Every last one of us, let's dream about doing better things for one another. And so when we go to the polls to vote, we cannot vote for, no, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot vote for that. Now, this represents the Republicans and the Democrats. Let me show it to you again. This represents the Republicans and the Democrats. But this represents our beginning. And we gotta realize that we got to create it, we got to make it, and we got to keep it. And don't think that it can't be done, because remember, the power that we can't see, that we touch, we can't feel, but the evidence eliminates all doubt. And because we have decided and made up our minds that we're going to allow that same spirit, which we honor so by being born again, I'm going to tell you about that in a second, that we allow that love to flow to one another. So we can't vote for that. We got to go to the polls and write in anybody that has been walking that walk and talking that talk a long, long, long time. Who, my friends, is one with that spirit and with you. You write that name in. I don't know who it is. You just write it in. At least we're speaking loud and clear to Republicans and the Democrats and the systems of the world that this is a new day, because we have been born again. Now, what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen, being born again? It means this. All over the world, we have been raised up in these systems and under these governments. Wherever we are, we've been raised up under these systems. And we've been taught to be exactly as these systems have designed us to be. Now, there are a few of us amongst us who have not accepted that. Maybe they smoke some marijuana or something, but they don't believe that stuff. And some of them, not all of them, believe that there's something great, and they seek it, and they seek, and they find it. They come in contact with it. They're trying to find the truth, and it takes them deeper and deeper as they go. You heard an expression say, only pure in heart shall see God. You got to be real. And usually something occurs. Usually, listen to me, I don't want to take too much time, but usually something occurs, not something usually, at that moment in time, my friends, is when they say a miracle occurs, and it eliminates all doubt. Now, there are some who understands what that's all about. Some of them walk away and they really want to start talking about the miracles, but as they talk about them, they know people are not going to believe them, so they eventually stop talking about them. So sometimes just the knowledge of knowing could assist them in some spots. But there are those who know exactly what it's about, that they know everything that they can do now is to glorify that power that they just met, that they just took in a partnership with. They want to, and they commit, and they become the light of the world. What? The shining spiritual light is shining through them, through their love for one another. And that's what we're all about, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I didn't mean to talk to you that long, but it got good to me, and I just want to thank you for listening. And I'm hoping that it had some effect on you. I know it was given for that purpose, and if you are ready, it will. Until next time, this is Eddie B. Goodbye.